So hello everyone. My name is Mr. Ijo. So today tutorial we'll be talking about the Google Jamboard. Okay. I've done a tutorial on the Google Classroom. So if you don't know how to access the Google Classroom, you can actually see a link below on this tutorial to actually access that. So today we'll be heading straight forward to the Google Jamboard. What's the Google Jamboard? A Google Jamboard is like a whiteboard with a lot of features where students can actually teachers can use to actually teach the students and give classworks, and students are able to write on them, and the teachers can actually see them on real time. Okay, so for students, having the Jamboard app is very essential. To get a copy of the Jamboard, you go over here to your Play Store. Okay, and you come over here to Jamboard, and you should be able to see something like this. Okay, you should be able to something like this. Okay, so of course you get a copy of it, you install. But I have a copy already, so I've installed it, so it's going to show over here. Jamboard is going to show over here. Okay, so yes, so when you click on this, the beauty about Jamboard is that it goes together with Google Meet. Okay, because from Google Meet, teachers are able to share their screen and they're able to show you their board. Okay, so if a teacher has prepared his board, and of course you have a link posted on either in the classroom or in Google Meet, when you click on it, you're going to have access to the board here. Now over this section, it shows you that this board has been shared. This section here, it shows you that this board has been shared. Okay, it has been shared. So yes, when I click this was I'm actually an education for schools, and where I did a kind of tutorials with the students, and they were able to answer their questions. The classwork I gave to them in each of the board, they were able to actually do something on that. Okay, so over here you can see a lot of boards are actually created for the students, and they were able to answer, and I was able to mark. I was actually able to mark on it on the board. It was a lot of board I created. All right, so how do we access it as a student? So today I'll be creating a new board, right? Creating a new jam. So as a student, you probably see a board like this, probably with your name on it. Let's take for example with your name on it. A good example, you can have a sticky note with, let's say, HRO. That's my name. So I can have my teacher might actually put a sticky note with my name on the board and say, okay, this board belongs to a HRO. Okay, so I have my name. I have my name on this board. So I can actually take that off. All right. So all right, let me do that. So just make it bold. Yes. All right. So now in these sections we have this is what we call our pen. Our pen. Over here you have other annotations like we should write something, changes it for you, and over here you have your pen and your brush tool. This is called your brush tool. Okay, and so here you can use this as your pen or this as your pen. Okay, but over here you can make use of your sticky notes to actually write something. For example, a teacher gives you a question on your board, and this is your eraser, and this is a highlighter where you can actually highlight things on it, and it will just go off. It is very essential when you want to draw things on the board. Okay, so here you have sections where if a teacher has added it to the board, you can actually do this. So let's say for example a teacher gave a question on okay, these are various colors. So to get a white, you click on this. I can actually edit this. So to actually get my white, I actually have, this is the white, this is for white. Okay, so let's say example a teacher gave a question on let's say let's say did this, say what is computer. Okay. So what is computer? And I guess something like this. So most of the time teachers may actually use the Chrome to actually access the Jamboard, which is which is more effective. Okay, so I can actually click this to move this on my board. Okay, so this is my question. Now if I share a student and give them the question what is computer, he or she can come in here and say computer is an electronic device. Okay, and he or she can actually move this to a section under this and say okay, computer is an electronic device. Okay, and you can probably come back to undo that, and here is to actually zoom in, zoom out, like this, zoom in, zoom out, and okay, let me take this off with your two hands and your two hands on it, just like we want to actually enhance something. Okay, so yes. All right, so okay, so over here there's a question that I just want to make it bold so that the students can actually see that. Okay, I think this is better. So yes, computer is an electronic device, so I can actually move this. So basically that's what the board is after, and it's essential for teachers because for a teacher, if you really want to mark, you can click here your red pen to actually mark this. Okay, and you can say okay, this is correct. All right, and you can give the student 1/1. Okay, 1/1, and okay, so over here, if you can decide to actually make this to be more appropriate by using the assertive board, you can come here to say okay, 1/1, and it changes it something like this. Okay, so we can actually delete that, and all right, so continue, take that off. Okay, so is the board is really fun, the really fun board, where students can actually use it to learn a lot. Okay, so over here is done. Of course, as students, your teacher will probably tell you to, your educator will actually tell you to actually go to your board that has your name embedded on it to answer your questions. Okay, so over here you can for the educators, you can actually share this gem as PDF to have a copy of this. To do that, you see this section here, to share your gem as your PDF. So when I click this, it creates a PDF for me, and I can actually save this on my drive or send it to the classroom, or probably to my Gmail, okay, to WhatsApp or something, just to have a copy of that. Okay, so I can come in here, and I can save this to my drive, save this to my drive. I just call it classwork. Just call it J1 classwork, and I save it, and it's gonna upload. Just want to make it to upload, and once that is done, you can actually Okay, J1 classwork, you can actually get it here. Okay, you can actually see it here as a PDF file, and here you can actually see the work done by the so you can actually download it if you want, if you wish to have the offline copy of this. Okay, so yeah, that is just a cool feature on your Jamboard. So there are a lot of things. So your eraser, when you can actually use it to clean, you can see that I'm actually using it to clean all this. Okay, so it's a very cool feature. Okay, and here I said, so here is where you can actually bring in content. You can actually put in pictures. Okay, you can actually put in pictures to your Jamboard. A good example is let's say for example a teacher want to make an emphasis on something, or let's say on or I'm a computer teacher, so I love computers. Right, so I can come here and say, okay, I want to make emphasis on what this is all about. Okay, what is all about, it's very cool, and I can come in here to teach my students, okay, what the computer this laptop is all about. And I can say, okay, over here is this, what we call the monitor. Okay, we call this the monitor, and this is section is your keyboard. Okay, and here is your mouse, and over here is at the back panel is where your motherboard is, so it helps you to analyze some very key features about this, and about the various components of this. So it's a really cool feature to actually add in pictures, to actually explain and like so if you have a light pen, it makes it even more better. You can actually upload things from your drive content to your Jamboard. Okay, you can actually upload PDF files, PowerPoint presentations to your board by coming to drive content, and you can actually do that. So it's really cool feature to actually go about that over here. So okay, so really that's just a very cool feature about it. So for the students, if you have been added to a Jamboard, you're going to see it right here over this section. You see right here over this section, it will be right here, and then you can see the name of the class, of the name of the board, and of course click on it. So really that's just it about the Jamboard. And if you have any questions, please do well to ask your questions, and we'll try as much as possible to answer them. So thank you very much.